Welcome to your dashboard. The dashboard is your home base, where you'll find all the real-time running reports that help you know what's going on with your relationship. The dashboard is comprised of a number of little reports that are constantly updated. And as you can see, you can have as many reports on your dashboard as you want. It's completely flexible and can be used to do whatever you need it to do. Each of these reports can be dragged around on your dashboard until you get it exactly the way you'd like it. On each report, you'll see real-time updates of your relationships. And if you click on any of the hyperlinked report titles, it'll allow you to delve deeper into that specific report. For example, this is the account value versus SEQ report, which shows you each individual response you have as a dot. The dots are color-coded, transactional, predisposed, trusted advisor, and antagonistic. And as you can see, when you have multiple dots in a column, that often indicates multiple responses from the same company. Clicking on any one dot allows me to dive directly into that response. I get to see his open-ended comments. I can see his level of engagement with us, his 6-dimensional climate scores, and his practices. One thing to note, for those who are doing self-assessments, you won't be able to see your client score until you complete your self-assessment. That allows us to see the gaps. In this case, the light shaded bars represent what the client said. The dark shaded bars are what the account manager thought her client was going to say. For example, on the practice of communicates with me often and consistently, in person and otherwise, the client, Thomas Reed, gave Nicole a 3. However, Nicole thought she was going to get a 10 from her client, Thomas Reed. These are the kind of gaps that we need to resolve. A final piece that may or may not be turned on for your account is this idea of suggestions. What Encompass-CX will do is it'll look over all of these practices and suggest 3 practices, 3 behaviors that you might want to work on, and offer tips and suggestions on how to do it. In this case, for Thomas Reed, the system identified 3 practices: responds to me quicker than I expect, thoroughly prepare before any interaction, and as we said earlier, communicate with me often and consistently. As 3 practices Nicole should work on next time she's with Thomas. And here's some specific tactics on how to do those well. Other things available from the dashboard: if you go under response activity, from the menu on top, you'll see all of your individual responses. You can look at the details of your accounts. You can look at the details of your contacts. Probably the most helpful, however, are a number of these reports. For example, response rate reports, additional SEQ score reports, your climate scores, moment of truth, open-ended text. All of these reports are available to you through the reports menu or by clicking on the heading of the dashboard. As I mentioned, the dashboard is completely customizable, allows you to put on whatever widget, whatever report you'd like. For example, I'll go in and filter to have the time frame I want. Let's say the past year. And in this case, I'd like to look at them by industry. Now I have each industry broken out. I have my corporate average, which I can either show by clicking this box or unshow. Likewise, I have the average of all of my industry groups, which again I can either turn on or off. Once I get the report the way I like it, if I click this star in the upper right hand corner, that's going to allow me to pin this report to the dashboard. For example, I'm going to call this SEQ by industry. I'm going to put it on my dashboard. I click add to the dashboard. Next time I go back to my dashboard, that SEQ report by industry is now pinned to the bottom of my dashboard. And as before, I can move it to wherever I'd like if it's something I want to monitor. This allows you to design the dashboard and the reporting to best meet your needs. And so, maybe it's by office, maybe you want to compare a division east versus west, you want to look at profit tiers, buyer roles, at-risk accounts, how much money is at risk. All of these reports can be built on your dashboard. One final thing to note, if you have any questions, we're more than happy to help. Under the Help, you'll see a Contact Us button. Tell us what we can help you with, describe it, and submit it, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you soon.